YouTube, it's Jane Arissa back with another video. Today's video is about parasocial relationships and how y'all are watching reality TV and feeling like y'all know people for real and y'all are doing way too much. Like, are you okay? Because y'all be in these people's comments like, you know them and they killed your grandma or something. Like, the utter obsession that people have with, for example, Love Island. Now, Love Island USA is already on season 7, and people are just getting hip to it. And as someone who has been watching since season 1, I have never seen y'all this invested. Now, granted, season 6, I would say, has been the most popular and successful season out of all of Love Island USA. And since then, I feel like it's gained some traction and gotten a lot more followers and people who are more invested in it than they had in the first 5 seasons. And then season 7 comes along, and personally, I think it's a bit of a shit show, but that's neither here nor there. But what's even crazier than the season itself is how invested people are in these people's lives. It's like every other day somebody's getting canceled. The smallest little thing somebody does, you are calling them a mean girl and writing them off, and forget the fact that 99% of the time they're showing their true selves, being pretty genuine, pretty realistic as to what it looks like to navigate a situation as crazy as being dumped on the island, having no access to the outside world, and having to get to know people that you don't know, navigate different personalities, trying to date the same people, which would be an awkward situation outside of the house. So imagine what that's like and then it's being broadcasted for the world to see. So all of these things added up, you don't know what you would act like if you were in that position. So I think that it's crazy that grace is not being afforded to these people when you take all of these things into consideration. Now, I've been watching, and there are things that piss me off. There are people that I want out of the house, but never in a million years am I going into their comment section and telling them how trash they are as a human being, or telling them that they need to unalive themselves because you don't like something that they did. That's really crazy, sweetheart. Like, are you okay? Like, I don't understand why you are that invested into something that's going on and not affecting your life in the slightest bit. Do you know these people? You know them outside of the house? Have you seen them in your day-to-day life before they appeared on your TV screen? Because why are you so upset, sweetheart? Trust me, it's not that serious. Like, let's get a grip, people. Let's get a grip. Okay? All right. And then it's like, pick the person you really like, support the person that you actually rock with. That's all well and good. There's another thing to consider, though. This is a reality TV show. The job of producers and editors of a reality TV show is to amp up the drama, to get people sucked in, make people watch it, make people be invested in it, and make people truly care about these people and what they have going on. With that goal in mind, the actual footage and things that happen is being edited, chopped up, and presented in a way that they would like for the storytelling to go. They're building a narrative based off of what they have chosen for the narrative to be, whether that be the reality or not. So, keeping that in mind, just because you saw something on the show go a certain way does not mean that that's actually how it went in real life. I don't think a lot of people understand that. It's not just like going live in real time, and everything that happens is happening as it happened in real time. They're going back and editing these videos, the footage, they're chopping it up to build a narrative that they want to build. And you being pissed off at real human beings based off of a curated narrative is wild. And I need you, again, to get a grip. Then a lot of people are like, if that was me, I would make this decision. And if that was me, I would never do somebody like that. But you're also sitting at home in the comforts of your apartment or your house on your sofa, watching these people navigate a situation that they've never had to navigate before. You don't know what you would do in that situation. And it's like, I saw a video on TikTok saying that people from Love Island have actually unalived themselves because of the scrutiny that they experienced after being on the show. And I Googled it last night to see, like, well, who did that? Because I've never heard anything about anybody unaliving themselves from Love Island. And from my Google search, I found out that the people who did that were on Love Island UK. And I'll admit that I've never seen Love Island UK. I've only seen the, up until this point, 7 seasons of Love Island USA. But keeping that in mind, I feel like that is a huge, huge, huge indication that these people are human beings. If you didn't know that before, let me be the one to tell you, these people are human. They are going to make mistakes. They are going to have a hard time 9 times out of 10 navigating a difficult, sometimes even traumatic situation that they've never had to navigate before. They're being put in front of millions of people who are picking them apart from their appearance to what they say to how they react to people doing things to them. And people have a right to react to being mistreated however they want to. However, I feel like everyone is holding these people to a higher standard than they would hold themselves to. Because if somebody used you for weeks at a time to stay in a house and were feeding you lies, basically to make you feel like you had a strong connection, and whole time they didn't really like you, but they're telling you that they're invested in you and they want to get to know you for weeks at a time, and then they decide to kick you to the curb. Forget about you. I don't even care if you go home. I'm worried about this new person that's coming to the house. You would feel like you were done wrong. And a lot of you would crash out about it. But because this person is on TV, you feel like they are not deserving of a human reaction and they need to hold it together and they have no right to feel the way that they feel. That's unrealistic. So with that said, let's try to keep these parasocial relationships in check. You don't know these people. These people don't know you. And while it's okay to have your thoughts and opinions, that's kind of the point of watching reality TV. You have to have some type of reaction. You need to be invested in it in order to be interested and keep watching. But for you to feel like you have the right to go and bash these people personally is quite insane. And you might want to go and talk to a therapist about what it is you have going on that makes you think that's okay. Let me know down below. Do you watch reality TV? Have you seen Love Island specifically? Because it's been all the rage on social media this year. What are your thoughts on parasocial relationships? Do you think it's normal to be this invested in other people's lives that you don't even know? Like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and until next time, stay healthy and stay well. Bye.